It is good against those two
They're
heroes.
going to shake her.
I'm so dumb.
They're going to shake her, guys.
You think so?
It's like Shaker Sand King.
Sand King's okay. I like Sand King better than Shaker.
I don't know.
What do they got?
Wow, they did it.
They did it.
All right.
All right.
Man, I did not expect them to commit. There's the Razor you talked about earlier in the phase.
That just destroys.
Doesn't, though. TA still does okay against the Razor, to be honest.
What?
It's
TA
not ideal.
without the deny mechanic?
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
All right. Let's get into it, folks. Best of 5, grand finals, winner going to TI, joining our – how many qualified teams do we have already? 12 plus – is it?
Well, 13, right? Oh, I'm sorry, 15.
Yeah, 15
'Cause we're
so
missing
far. 12
3.
plus 3. We're finishing off the last 3 regions. This will be
Yep.
number 14, RNG early smoke out.
Number 16.
Huh?
This will be 16 and then 17 and 18.
Oh,
more.
yeah, this is 16. You're right.
Yep.
You're right. Thank you.
Well, they're actually going to fight
stun.
them.
AA came a little bit too far forward. 2-man stun. Stun's going in both directions. What can they actually find? Doom holding his skill point. Doesn't want to commit anything just yet. They get the link over onto Monet. It looks like he might be the one going down. Wraithfire Blast soon. Land him with the stun, opening up the space.
Oh, nice.
But Eve dodged it. Can they finish this one more touch?
Ooh.
Monet living,
Wow.
actually.
I thought
Two
they had
very
that.
okay. How does the bounty run battle go now? Everybody scatter.
I think it just goes 2 and 2, right?
CDEC got the better of that, but they're not crazy fast. And
I thought Eve had that. He had a really nice little stutter step toward the tail end of that play to stay off the right edge of Split Earth, but not quite enough with the level 1 stun.
Okay.
They stacked the Stroke of Fate and the Wraith King stun as well.
Yep.
But I genuinely thought they were able to
I thought they
snag
had
that one.
enough, yeah. Especially like Lena's got boots as well.
Yeah, that helped a lot. I'm a little surprised they chose to fight that one, but worked out fine. The low HP heroes run back to the fountain, and they're going to TP back out on the map, so they don't actually lose that much other than time.
But if they
and
die,
bounty, one bounty.
if they die now, if anyone's going top, okay, they're rotating.
That's a good point.
RNG want, so they're walking flyby to top. They're bringing their tri-lane down bottom. Both tri-lanes are terrifying. Like both tri-lanes have so much kill potential against the offlaner.
Do you think Grimstroke should have gone Inkswell in that first fight?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Tough call. He might have been thinking that they just wanted to, like, he wanted to just get the slow on everybody and then disengage maybe. Then they saw an opportunity to actually get the kill because the AA came really far forward.
That's true.
Afu, like, I'm really surprised that the AA got caught by the Wraithfire Blast there.
Yeah. Going to be keeping my eyes squarely on the CS battle on the mid because we haven't seen a lot of this lane since we're practicing with
Yeah, they're just going for him.
Stroke of Fate did so much damage
Can
from
they
there.
finish it off? Stun lands from
just
James.
barely.
All right, that's first blood.
And that's the boots first James on every hero.
And then
Enables them to get in position for the LSA.
and I look at this and I'm like, dude, he's got a magic stick already, and I just think, like, when he gets Arcane Boots, his game is so good.
Yeah.
As a support Lena, if you can get that really quick.
I'm interested to see if he gets the Fiery Soul at level 2. We have been seeing it a little bit more from the position for Lena. It's nice. You've only got so much mana, right? And like the Fiery Soul is just free value for you casting your spells. Still more lane swaps happening. James now TPing bottom. And neither team willing to keep the full try versus duo going for too long. Do we have small camps blocked? This one's been blocked by the Radiant.
Bottom.
This one's available.
No, he's fine. Sorry.
That's fine.
Took some good damage, though.
He did go for the point in Fiery Soul. I mean, he's only got like one more stun with stick charges.
Yeah.
So regen top. XM. Standing his ground.
That's the mark of that's what the good teams do. They get something out of that laning transition. James was careful not to show too early, so he's able to get at least a decent amount of harass onto the AA.
A lot of lanes are just wars of attrition, right? Can always be important to look at who's brought what regen. There's still a Salve, Tangos. Both teams were ready for pretty spammy lanes. And also, if you aren't at full HP, nice stun from Landham catches, but they're looking for the turnaround, actually.
Wow.
They want this kill. Do they have enough damage? Stroke of Fate also coming through. I think it caught those creeps for the bonus damage as well. Very nice positioning from the Grimstroke. Looks like he will be brought down, though. Edict plus the Gush is a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was great. If they didn't catch the creeps, I don't think he kills Landham there.
Yeah, he probably like backs up, gets into the tree line, starts fogging. So that was great.
Both supports will resupply the lane, though. See if Wraith King needs anything. He's dropping a Bracer Rush. Okay. I actually like this sometimes. I've done this once or twice when I play Wraith King. If I'm in a lane that's semi-contested, the fast Bracer is like the best item you can buy. You know, bonus damage for crit, magic resistance. It's just going to make your lane go farther. Unless Tide pukes on you.
It probably gives you one more stun in a lot of situations as well. It's the nice
true.
thing out of your mana pool.
Do you still go Midas the vast majority of the time out of the bracer?
Or you can go face. Like I think if you're not as worried about being the only carry, then just a couple lane items is a good way to go. It helps offset the fact that your hero's not the best early fighter.
Lana may have been spotted coming over here. We'll see. XM's a long way up in the lane, actually. Setsu, Static Link wearing out soon-ish, but XM's playing it safe. He's salving. And yeah, it looks like he had some kind of an idea that Lana was coming for him.
The Disco Pony.
James still in the DD rune here. Oh, this is actually pretty scary for Lanham now. That's so much
Wow.
damage.
Oh, both of them
Cancel the
juke.
stun.
Nice.
Did miss the hit uphill.
Man, James, again, I'll say it one more time, the breakout player of these qualifiers to me.
Yeah, he's definitely really showing good play.
They want 1, 2, 3, but he does have the chainmail already picked up. Cold Feet is going to proc. They're coming in.
He's
He's
got
only got
Scorched
one
Earth.
spell. Leshrac, knowing that James would already be getting involved down here. TP's in. Up top, Flyby in trouble. One more touch to do it. Stun's still on cooldown, but they don't even need it. Eve is going to add him to the Skeleton army.
It's a big pickup.
Yeah, I don't know that he's getting shut down quite as hard as we were concerned about, but they
He's
do have
fine.
plenty of aggressive potential.
I don't think he's getting shut down in the lane. My point was about just later on, they're going to
Yeah.
just throw the Embrace or the Doom on him. Or he'll get caught by the secondary Doom, like Soulbind, and then Doom comes out. And then
Oh.
what does Tide do?
I didn't even think about Soulbind Doom. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, it's especially tough because Tide doesn't always buy Blink super fast, right? You just wade into the middle of the fight, but you just get doomed. TA is doing just some jungling. You know, not too surprising. You're playing against a Razor. XM is getting a lot of value out of points in Unstable Current. Just going to keep shoving this wave in. Where's he going right now, actually? Just going to put down a ward. Okay.
Helps spot the less rotations on him, I guess.
Yeah, and the rune control is going to be relevant. If he finds a nice haste or something.
Another gank top.
Yeah, they are looking for Tide Flyby. Relatively tanky with the bonus armor, but still
Like-
getting worked.
I like the lifesteal point that Wraith King picked up. People kind of forgot about this skill a little bit, but Wraithfire Blast doesn't scale amazingly now, but it gives you so much lane sustain on Wraith King. Might as well grab it. Helps you trade against Tide, stay alive in the level, and just keep exerting force on the lane.
It is interesting because I think the other times we've seen this matchup, the Wraith King has shied away from more points in Mortal Strike and tried to get more points in Wraithfire Blast to get the kills, but Eve this game just wants to keep the Tidehunter low and doesn't want to compromise his later farm by getting the stun points.
See, XM has done a fair amount of damage to the Tier 1 tower. Has it about at half health, and that's an important part of laning against the TA here.
It's true. Yeah, he'll be fine.
He's making a lot of space. He knows that the AA is here. Just Setsu doesn't feel like he can hold this all by himself.
Yeah, he has a sentry set up already, too.
Oh, okay. That's really nice.
He's on top of things. Mane level 4 in the offlane. Getting pretty good levels.
I like the skill builds from Doom. I think people undervalue Scorched Earth damage in the early stages. This ability, both the duration and the damage go up. So if you're just sitting on top of somebody for the whole fight, it can be really good. I sometimes see the Infernal Blade max, and I just don't feel like it's that value.
Wow, that was
that's
one of
a-
those. It felt really good in the age of roaming
Yeah.
Doom.
Fly by. All right, they're going for him. Needs to get rid of the spooky ghost. Eve needs to be careful about tanking the tower. Flyby's going to look for the turnaround.
Nice.
But they do manage to nuke him down over at mid. Setsu fighting up a little bit. Warcry gets popped at bottom, but just some damage being traded both ways. Monet a little bit low, but there is a shrine for him to retreat back to.
Although I think this is going better for Wraith King, though. Wraith King's getting more kill
Oh, yeah.
participation, similar last hits. Monet has less levels. Wraith King's sitting at almost 6. Monet on the Sven is just barely almost 5, so it's getting contested more here.
And Wraith King versus Sven, I feel like we've seen the matchup go pretty well for the Wraith King if they're at equal net worth.
Yeah, I could see
Like,
that.
because the Sven pops all of his cooldowns to kill you on the first life, and then you come back, and then the Radiance mischance plus the stuns.
His
Uh,
BKB's
plus-
gone.
Yeah, he's got and then the Wraith King's probably going to have an AC at that point if you're equal in net worth. So
Yeah. Really, the only really trouble point in that matchup is that the Sven is a better flash farmer. If he gets out to that lead, it can be hard for the Wraith King to come back, although easier now than it once was.
Oh, they want the Lina. Can they actually get James? Looks like he's going to get caught by this cold feet stun. Tries to get out a little bit more damage before that happens. The interesting thing for me as well is up.
Oh,
All right.
wow,
Well, fly by. He's dead. 100%.
Wow.
Nice rotation from XM. And they should be able to transition this into a tower push as well. Seeing that, they're going to try and respond aggressively at bottom. Chain stun coming through. Just barely able to kill the Doom. If he got those wand charges off.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and now Afu going to get caught by the slowdown.
So nice.
One more nuke from James finishes off the kill. Lanham also trying to escape. Looks like he should be okay.
That was such a cool rotation. The fact that he already had the damage from Static Link when he TPs in. Just slapped him twice and he just goes down.
I think some of the other teams as well. Wraith King looked huge during the group stage portion of this qualifier. And then we started seeing some of these answers to it. And I think a lot of teams shied away from it, but CDEC still has some confidence. XM, he's really tanky. Strength Treads, Crown, Bracer, Wraith Band, Wand, all these small items so difficult to bring down. And oh, the snipe as well from the Grimstroke.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the games that we saw that it looked problematic were these dual lanes that you think about being strong, like Wraith King Shadow Shaman, for example, that were kind of getting run at and taking advantage of the Wraith King's low armor. In this game, you show a strong tri-lane.
Oh, Sven just going to get gone on. James is down.
He's
He's already level 6 on this Lina.
Yeah.
And Sven isn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He even had phase boots too, but
I'm telling you, the 4 position for CDEC has just delivered in every possible way. James just owning.
And the crazy part is this is just a completely different hero. He did it so many times on Tiny. It leaves you to wonder, like, maybe it's just because of Tiny. Nah.
Nope.
And anything
He's
he plays.
3-0-4. Lanham's 1-4-1. Like, the same way that Lanham destroyed Jinkyu instead of, in the case of the rotating, that is exactly what James is doing here. He's just kind of out-rotating the opposing position 4. He is going to have... Oh, my God. This is such a fast Aether Lens.
This is ridiculous.
He's almost more farmed than Sven, dudes. Look at this.
I don't know that I've seen that on a support Lina.
CDEC. These guys are just that... They're just that little bit more aggressive, little bit better in the lanes. I think part of that is clever drafting. This Razor has... One, completely shut the TA out of the game, but then he's also used his early lead to go and win every other lane, right? He
5 kills.
Yeah. He went top, he killed there, they got the tower. He went bot, they killed there. They set up the Lina a little bit more. RNG just a little bit more static, a little bit less opportunity to respond.
Guess they try to chase the tide down. He's really fast though.
Stun. No Laguna Blade. And
how'd that miss?
It hit. It just Kraken proc.
Wow, the damage actually
it
procced
got like instantly Kraken, yeah. So that's pretty... Oh, he's got 4 points Kraken shell.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense, because he's against the Wraith King skeletons,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he wants to have tons of damage block. That's why they're having trouble killing him.
Oh, Soulbind Doom. Coming in. XM also here for the slow. Afu, what can you do? There's nothing. Flyby wants to save with the Ravage, but it's not going to do a damn thing. 1, 2, 3 with the double kill. XM still chasing.
I mean, that's
He still wants this Ancient Apparition. Oh, man.
He's going to get it.
Well, this is the difference between first phasing your Razor and then it turns into a not so great game, which we saw earlier today, and last picking your Razor, where it's an amazing game, and you just own everybody.
It's a really fun game to watch, man. It blows my mind sometimes watching top tier pro players just make their opponents look terrible, and you know they're not, but it's like
they're clowning on them.
They have the margin so much better in some matchups that it just makes the game super one-sided.
It's just leverage. These teams are just so good at turning small advantages into massive ones.
Well, here's another one. Midas on Wraith King. So very good laning stage, but now it's just getting even more one-sided.
And because he has the max skeletons, now he can just kind of start free farming.
Yeah.
He's going to have a super timely Radiance, and the Sven's still trying to get his Midas. Like, Monet has been super stymied this game.
And they're going to have a problem protecting any kind of stacks for him. If CDEC choose to get aggressive here, I don't know that there's much RNG can do to keep them off their side of the map.
I mean, he's not even going to go to lane full HP. He's Shrining just to go half healed because he's been jungling.
They're so good at punishing even the slightest bit of greed from their opponents.
Yeah.
Like, They see the Sven. They know that the Sven is going to be a tiny bit greedy, but they also see that
Is that deny range?
they see the TA. Yeah, it's going to get denied.
Okay.
Oh, kills the bottom. XM maybe finally brought down. Oh, but it's still a little bit of a trade. The CDEC supports. They're the cleanup crew.
Why is that slow? Come on.
Stroke of fate.
Yeah, that seems a little bit.
It's only 1.5 seconds.
All right, fair enough.
That's not very long.
They want the Grimstroke. All right, Setsu with the blink
Yeah.
actually
That's good.
starting to get aggressive.
He needed that.
He's got 142 CS, by the way, on TA.
All right, this has got to be the right response.
What?
For what?
Those
This is-
odds.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh my god.
We can win a penny.
All right. Wow. All in.
Gamble the
CDC.
dollar. I'd slap $1 for Royal right now. It's not looking good at all.
Was that 9?
Yeah.
It was 1.01.
1.01
and
versus
9.
9.
Maybe some kind of API error there, but that's pretty good. I would take 9-1 odds.
The blink on the TA, perfect choice. There's not enough farm on the map for both a Sven and a TA. So.
Right.
Oh, James TP now.
Oh.
And
To the tier 2. They're setting up for more. They're smoking in. They don't have the soul bind, but they do have Doom. Tide's got Ravage, but if he gets caught, this could be a really bad fight. XM's going to walk forward. They find one over on the side. Ancient Apparition scouts the gank. XM's running forward. Wants to start this fight off right. Templar Assassin getting drained. They might not even need to use the Doom. CDEC just bringing the numbers.
Wow.
And RNG not really reading this properly. Flyby on the way out, but he's still got a TP on cooldown for 30 seconds.
No, the James TP to the tier 2, I think.
All
just
right.
fooled him
Flyby knows
completely.
he's dead. He's just like, please let me get these 2 waves of creeps.
He's got them, I think.
Yeah, he's got it.
Oh, no, not the silence.
Not the embrace.
No,
no Kraken.
no anchor smash for you, friend. Oh my goodness.
Deny these creeps. Look at all this gold. What?
That's how you inflate your stats right here. He's got stuff to do, though.
Okay, yeah.
fighting for bounties.
They've got a bouncer into battle for. Okay. Wraith King probably going to lose his first life. Monet pops the ultimate, but is too afraid to actually commit. They know that they're going to pop the Wraith King without him having to auto-attack him anymore. So it's pretty good. Ooh, and Setsu. Wait. Come on, Setsu.
Come on,
You
man.
a support player? You a support player or not? Apparently not.
It really bothers me when cores don't do this.
when they
Yeah,
don't.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm like, please, dude, I would have gone.
I was about to give him a lot of praise. I was like, oh, dang, Setsu. At least put the side trap down and see if it's still there. But
Yeah.
It's here. Oh wow.
Somebody will find it later.
Does James go get it?
James will check for it, and he'll find it. He'll be
Yeah,
like,
he's-
oh, sick. There it is. He's
oh.
easy now. Or
James.
does he? He's like, it's a bait.
James. It's a Monkey King. There's
It's
no
a
Monkey King in this game.
It's a bait for us killing land and
Sector
bottom.
47. It's a trap.
What's happening down here? The RNG still really want this tier 1 tower. Looks like now CDC are going to give it to them. Is he you just got to let this bounce here and you got to let it steep a little bit so
That's true.
so it becomes more value later on.
I mean, it's on the minimap. But I guess it would be on the minimap even if they didn't see it. So they probably had to like visually check to see it was there. There it is. 72 gold. Well earned.
value. He's almost got a 4-staff. All right. That's going to be really
This is
nice.
ridiculous.
He's so farmed, dude.
He's behind Sven now at least.
Okay, sure.
But
Yeah, that's the enemy position 1. Your team's position 4, enemy position 1.
I'll take it.
I'll take it any day of the week. We got BKB on the Razor. Doom is also rushing BKB. CDC going to have these 2 big burly BKB boys in the front, making life miserable for Tide and TA. And Wraith King's just going to keep on farming. He is going to aim for that like 3 or 4 slot big item Wraith King timing around the level 18.
Yeah. And he'll have his 10-second BKB charge to fall back on later if he chooses to.
And one thing I think that you've been pointing out over the course of these games, Alan, is does Wraith King feel like he actually has 2 lives, or if
Yep.
the 2 lives are valuable? This game, the 2 lives are going to be
super value.
value for sure. Because it's just a net worth multiplier, basically,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
If you
Absolutely.
have enough net worth for it to matter, then awesome. If you don't, what's going on, James? He's got the 4-staff. He's actually kind of playing them a little bit.
they cliff warded as well, well smoked. So if CDC doesn't realize it,
Do you ping it?
that was the Dire team.
Okay.
Lena might drop one of her own, but maybe she's
Doesn't
waiting for
have it.
sentries.
Yeah, it doesn't have any sentries.
In the meantime, Razor's going to go pressure the bot lane. Just queuing up a
Oh,
Halberd.
man, this item destroys TA.
Yeah. It's very good against Sven too, really.
Yeah. but the longer disarm as well on ranged heroes.
That's
like,
true.
Man, I mean, he's going to be a full item beyond BKB before Sven's ready
He's
to
also
fight.
got the HP talent. Look at this. He's got 2.3k health. All right, they want Doom. They don't land the stun though. Well,
Seems like all Razors get the health talent right now.
yeah.
Did get buffed recently, but it's really good.
CDEC smoked.
Yeah, those are like statistically the best talents in the game for a while. The level 10.
They
health
know that
talents.
somebody's going to be in here somewhere. Two supports just tried to gank their Doom at top, so or they're actually wrapping around at mid. They potentially want Monet. Oh, is he going to walk up this hill? Okay, he thought better of it. 1, 2, 3 again, getting gone on, but all right. Well, this smoke gank is now just for the supports instead. I don't know if they're
Just
getting
feels like
out.
they're. It feels like
Afu.
he's wasting a ton of their
Yeah,
time.
nice stomp. That's going to prevent the Ice Blast from coming out. They do get caught with the cold feet, but XM going to come in, clean up, double
Man.
kill for him. 1, 2, 3 playing mind games with them.
2 supports dead. Push the top lane, I guess. They'll still try to catch up on the other side, but Radiance is on the way. It's 19 minutes in. There's a BKB for 1, 2, 3 also.
This is just XM's map right now. Everybody
It's-
else is just playing on it.
It always feels so bad when the enemy team willingly gives you a hero, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, this looks like an okay TA game, right? And then you pick TA, and then you're like, oh wait, that's why they gave it to us.
Yep.
Like, uh-oh. And interesting because RNG. Okay, here's the thing: they won the flip. They took first pick. Did they actually use first pick all that well this game? Because they gave away Radiant and last pick.
No, because the first pick has always
It's just AA.
every game.
We saw some AA games look all right. This has been one of those games where I feel like it hasn't looked very good. Wraith King is not one of those carries that really cares so much about the Ice
Ice
Blast.
Blast, yeah.
Razor's start has been so good that he no longer cares. Right? It's
Right.
like previously we've been talking about it. Razor, if he hasn't been having such a good game, then the magical damage and the magical amp can look really good because you lose a huge chunk of your health before you get your BKB off, and then you
Well-
can't actually fight. But now he's got
You know, you like to use the concept of net worth multipliers, and Ice Blast is sort of that in that
yeah.
you need the damage sources around it to make it relevant. Like, you need TA to be able to just blow somebody up. And you need Leshrack's sustained damage. He needs to be able to stay into a fight. The other heroes are just too poor for being Ice Blasted to bother CDC cores over much.
Well, Tide's got a Vlad's. He's going for 4 staff next. Flyby. He will need the blink to get the Ravage off this game, I'm pretty sure.
It's still so scary for him, though. Like, without a hood or something like that, his raw HP isn't that much.
Yeah.
So if he gets caught by any disables or...
He may just die to the BKB cores
Yeah,
hitting him
there's-
before.
I don't think they're. I mean, yeah, Razor's going to get really good drains off, but I don't think.
Oh, they're going a secondary
gonna solve their
halberd
problems.
as well.
Oh, are you kidding?
Just look at the CDEC timing. Also,
They're gonna stack
wait.
halberds? That
You
is
can soul
nasty.
bind halberd, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
lordy.
actually. That's one that's definitely, you could argue, a little underused, especially. But this game with a Sven and a TN.
But also think about halberd plus Phantom's Embrace.
That's true. Prevent attacking.
Oh.
You can't you can't get rid of it.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't think about that. You're gonna get the rend off every
Unless they invis.
Unless someone else hits it for you.
Or that, yeah. But if you go invis, it goes away. That's like the best counter.
Yeah, that's true.
But
But neither of the RNG supports is going to have a Glimmer Cape anytime soon. All right, they put down a sentry. They smoke right on top of it. They're looking for something. Is this the best time to be going? Setsu's a
Boy.
little bit low on mana.
they've got a blink on Sven. This is
Okay.
their best way to get a kill. It's just
All right.
But
there
you're
is-
going on the Doom again.
Oh, he picked up the invis.
Oh, well.
it's force.
Well-
Oh, those Linus force. James is ready. And he's got Aether Lens, by the way, so it's super easy for him to force.
Now,
Whoever gets
James read
Oh.
that perfectly. He was just hanging out
They
inside
just
the
they
pit.
just doomed the TA.
And there's TA.
1, 2, 3 is just walking at him. What
It's
can
the
they, what
drum.
can they do to save him?
Don't tell Kyle he was
It's
right about
gonna
Doom
be-
BKB.
Oh, damn. That's actually not bad.
Oh, wait, is he going to
This-
get the refraction back up? They get the Ravage in the back lines. Looks like Setsu's actually going to end up
Yeah.
surviving. Wraith King, pretty tanky, though. This Radiant's going to work. Monet pops the ultimate. Who's down here? It's Afu. Trying to escape. TP. All
Okay.
right, no.
Somebody
no.
had to die, all right? Somebody got doomed. Everyone else lived. TA lives.
Lena died.
Lanham lived. Wait.
Lena got ravaged.
Yeah,
So
James-
they
James
won
got
the
caught.
fight? I mean, they lost Ravage.
Well, yeah.
By the metrics, yes.
Yeah, that's,
mean, that's
the
excellent.
comeback mechanics right there.
That's excellent for Royal then.
That was pretty good. Now they've got the TA BKB, so long as TA is proactive with the BKB against the Halberds, she should be okay.
You know, if Doom had gone the Scorched Earth movement speed down, he definitely would have killed TA. Because that was the whole issue.
Oh, he went damage?
He went damage.
Oh,
he
I
couldn't.
don't know.
He tried to land his stun, but he couldn't quite catch up. And then he finally got close enough with the drum charge, and it was just a little bit too short.
I'm not about that. I think the move speed is so much better because it's 14% move speed, and you gain an extra 16%,
Yep.
or you get like 2 levels worth of. I mean, it is at max duration as well, so it is quite a lot of damage, but
16 is like
that's
it's like
a lot.
It's like 45 movement speed or something. It's like almost 50 movement speed.
yeah, and then you've also got. You're just inescapable when you've
But
got drum.
20 damage is also a lot because if you chase somebody for 10 seconds, you're doing 200 extra damage. That's an insane amount.
Yeah, what's the max?
70
duration?
times 16.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Alright.
pretty value.
Oh.
It's like 300 damage extra for the duration
CDEC,
in an AoE.
Wait. Are they okay? They don't have a TP on the Lina. RNG are just heading up to their high ground.
With a Deso.
This is a.
Oh, wow.
They are not coming back in time. They lose half HP on that tower pretty much instantly. All right. Well, we'll see if this. I'm actually curious to see if this Wraith King Halberd ends up working out the way that they're hoping for it to, because he could be a good chunk of the way towards an AC instead.
I could also see it as being a negative in the sense that what if the fight's really spread out and all these like burst damage physical heroes like Sven and Tia are hitting random supports in the backline,
Yeah.
but the heroes that have the halberds, like the Wraith King and the Doom, who's the second guy, the Razor? What if those guys just aren't near where these cores are?
What's the cast range on Halberd? It's like 400?
600.
600.
It looks about 600, yeah.
It says
A little bit less.
It says it in
Range
the
600.
active.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know, man. It might
Doesn't
be
quite-
my estimation.
Wait. Radiant scan. They realize that RNG are near the pit. They are playing around some of these side traps.
It's perfect time to place that observer board. They saw the stroke, so.
What are they looking for? Lano?
Yes.
He wanted this tower. He will not get it.
They want him dead. Yeah, that is. It's something that RNG are going to be able to do here. They are not where they want to be in this game, obviously, but they do take Roche pretty fast with this Deso on TA and potentially Sven ulti.
They've almost got their two. They've almost got 2 BKBs, but
Yep.
CDEC deal with BKBs way better than RNG do. I'm pretty
do
sure.
not deal with BKB at all. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least that's one of the things. At least Soulbind.
Grimsville to get 2 observer ward D-wards. He got one just across the river now, and if he goes back up to his side of the cliff, he'll get the second one. So, but he hasn't checked it, so it's actually going to pay for itself here twice now. First with the smoke kill, and now it's going to let Royal know that they're roshing. But the observer ward vision is actually so good. They're going to see all approach patterns. They see TA sitting. Ice Blast is coming through.
Yep. Doom's ready to jump. Good positioning as well from the Grimstroke. Just wants to make sure he gets his ult off. They've got double force staff to save. They pop the drum charge. Chasing out. Yeah, they just see everybody. They should be able to get the jump. Monet wants the Grimstroke first, but the force staff goes back the other way. Sven needs to be careful. He's wasting some ult duration. They do pop the Ravage, but it only catches James up on the high ground. Nice stun from Lanham to follow it up. Wraith King still in the middle of this fight. Soulbind and a force staff away as they continue to kite. TA is already dead and bought back into the game. CDEC using their vision advantage absolutely perfectly. They keep the supports out of harm's way. Same cannot be said for RNG as they buy back. They're putting their gold on the line for this fight. TA gets halberded, will be forced to blink away. And RNG, what else can they find here? How many buybacks did they just force? 4 buybacks?
4 buybacks.
4 buybacks for 1.
And that Soulbind was unbelievable. That is disgusting. You get Soulbind from high ground to low ground there.
Yeah.
You're so limited in terms of how you can maneuver.
And, alright. They still have Wraith King ulti. They did lose. Okay, they instantly lost all of that vision.
Yeah.
RNG did a great job of coming in here and retaking control. But they also lost their own ward on the high ground. So both teams are completely blind around the pit.
There's this ward to the east a little bit with Spotty and the Sven right now. That one can be kind of nice too.
Okay,
Definitely not a place to
that
expect,
just got
but-
put down, right?
Oh, and then a new one. Yeah, right. That one as well. Yeah.
Oh, even further. Yeah, Monet jumping in. They're looking for the Razor. Can they actually pop him? Flyby jumping on top of James. BKB's getting popped in both directions. There's still no Doom, but there is another Soulbind. Monet just getting burned down. 280 damage stolen. Why did they try and go on the Razor? XM's going to punish them for it, and RNG are
And they just
okay. out.
GG. Yeah.
It makes more sense now because I was like, man, they're going in with they got their BKB and Sven, but they don't have Sven ulti. They don't have Ravage.
But they just think
It's
they're
just
done.
kind of one last gasp.
Yeah.
I kind of agree, honestly.
I think they could have tried a little. I think they